So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 7 of ReZero Season 2. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. As I've said in the end of the episode, that was a pretty unconventional episode. I'd say that the part when he was in the dungeon, or how you call this thing, like jail, it kind of reminded me the situation with Beetlejuice in episode 15 or 14 on the over previous season, where he was like there and couldn't do anything, couldn't escape, couldn't die. And for Subaru, it's like, yeah, being trapped, because the time is extremely precious to him, even though he can redo things, but he may, be late to go back in time, like it happened with Rem and with Krush. And being held there, feeding, he was like 3 days in there, kept for 3 days. And again, so 3 days, how it was previously. So he was attending the trial at night. Next day, evening, again, Emilia was trying it. And what's up on the third day then? Was the third day when he was going to back to mansion, or it was the fourth day? Because judging by the previous life, Elsa came very early. So probably if this happens exactly like it happened in the previous life, then she already there, she already killed everyone, and now waits for Subaru to appear. So I'm just asking that because what should he do now? Should he now die again? Or what? But because, I mean, they had such a moment with Otto, it's gonna be very wasteful to kinda erase it again by dying, and then Subaru's gonna be like liking Otto. I mean, they're still gonna be friends at some point. It's because it's obvious they have the connection, but I don't know if he's gonna die now or not, and if we still have time or not. But yeah, so the very, very, very important and massive thing was actually in the very beginning of this episode. I honestly feel that I have to rewatch all of it. Your reason for return to the room has just disappeared, I suppose. So what she said by that is that Rem's dead. Rem died, and Beatrice said that you don't need to go back anymore. So she feels what's up with that, right? And Beatrice was started healing him, which he didn't really like. Man, it's so weird about the gospel, about what she does. Because what? Each time Subaru dies, the gospel is being rewritten then. Because if that thing predicts future basically and tells you that at this moment you have to do this, and Subaru constantly changes the outcome and the future itself, means the book is getting rewritten each time, or adjusts itself. Or it actually is written, the final path in there. So the book really knows which path Subaru will end up choosing, right? So she's like, seeing the thing. I mean, no, we're gonna get to that. Did the thing was there written something about her healing him? Because they were speaking about it. So weird. Why are you trying to save me? And she said, I don't know. Because you look so pathetic. But why me? Yeah. Why saving him instead of saving others? And she said something like, I have no reason to save them. Why should I have to do that? Yeah. I haven't a single reason to save anyone, I suppose. I mean, that's kind of understandable, but you can. Why not? Considering you all live in the mansion. She's not happy living in here. She's also very close to Puck. We should also consider this and not forget this. She loves him. So yeah, she says no reason to save others, but he says, what's up? Then there's a reason to save me? Like, what's up with that? Man, her emotions, like, heartbreaking. Like, her face. I mean, he starts criticizing her. But, of course, she doesn't understand what he means. He says that why would you save me? You like ruin everything for me. I just kind of need to die. And she said, I don't understand. I don't understand. And she saved him when he tried to kill himself. I won't let you. I won't let you die here. But in the end, you'll let him die here. Man, that scene. And the book, yeah. She was always sitting there reading the book. Since we first met her. But since she was constantly sitting in a giantess library, I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, she reads the book, why not? So, but was she always reading this exact book, though? Or not? So it is her gospel. And she really, really loves it. She adores it. The fuck? Like it's so precious, since it is precious. Why? What's the connection? Same book. I'm sorry. I'm watching it. You don't see what I watch, but I can't since YouTube. She's holding the book. She's reading it. I haven't been commanded to answer that question. Shit, he forgot to tell her. I mean, of course, it was a stressful situation, but he forgot to tell her about the thing, about the code phrase from Roswell. I haven't been commanded to answer that question. So she basically does everything by the book. If she actually does everything by the book or something by the book. Betty, what's written in the book? What's it telling you? The question isn't in the book. Are you not allowed to do anything if that's not in the book? Oh, so weird. So she says there's nothing in the book about these exact situations. She doesn't know what to do. So maybe the book is written for some specific word line or something. And while it's not written, she's kind of lost. She doesn't know what to do. No questions he asks in the book. No events. I don't know, she said. Why would you say I don't know? You can't do anything that's not written in the book. Yes, I suppose. But so, if she can't do anything that's not written in the book, but she did something previously, means it was written in the book. What she did, one of the big ones, one of the main things that come to mind is the moment when Subaru asked her to protect him from being constantly killed by the girls. And this episode ended in a fucking terrible confrontation. Ram died, was somehow poisoned. I don't even remember how the hell it happened, but she was poisoned and Ram went crazy, started attacking Subaru, and Roswell was there doing weird things as well. So everyone was against him, but she protected him. Was that written in the book? Or it was out of her own pride or something? He asked her at that point, like, please do this. Because if it was written in the book, this word line doesn't exist. It's erased. It didn't happen. Because in the end of the episode, he happily jumped from the cliff and flew like an Iron Man, just landed a bit weirdly. Kasira. So what's up with... That's right. What's up with the bookie book? Everything I do is with the Gospel's guidance. That is the meaning of my life. Who are you? That is the purpose of my existence. Who are you? Speak. No, I mean, he asked, did you try to save me because the book told you? But no, she says the book didn't do anything, didn't say anything. And then she kind of burst out, like, hate you, humans. Yeah, and then he reminded that he was cursed. But the cursed thing, it actually happened in the like successful war line, because Subaru is like 5 lives and one of them is successful, and it kind of continues, and like another 5 successful. So there's kind of a line of successes. The one I actually think that I'd like to watch some cut version of the whole anime where all of the stuff that didn't happen, actually, I mean all of the Subaru's other attempts, don't happen. You just... it's better to even have like a whole special version of the story that you only see one word line, basically, that kind of others see in this world, because we see it from Subaru's eyes, who's always dying and jumping back and tries and fails and tries again. And it will, I mean, that's interesting. But I got carried away. I forgot what I wanted anyway. Yeah, so she saved him back then, but that was the line that he ended up leaving. They cured the beast bite, and then went to the forest, and there was like fighting, and then he was almost dead, but Roswell saved him. And previously he saved Ram, and after that they became the best friends forever. Yelled at each other, yeah. Shit, Betty. This episode showed her from such an unusual side. She was always grumpy little girl with a lot of cute in her, but here she's like pure dramatic and broken character. And basically, what she said is that everything, absolutely everything, is written in her book. Even everything I've done, everything I've seen, everything I've said, all of it was written in this book. So it means it's getting rewritten, right? As if you ever. But maybe she just. She says like, if you could. I mean, she kind of denies the fact that she can like him, just like normal emotions or something. She denies that, but I feel maybe she kind of. That's maybe not completely true. Maybe still, maybe she does stuff by the gospel, but maybe not everything. Shit, this is. Don't be so fucking human. Everything I do is for mother. Who's your mother? Everything I do is for mother. Satella. I mean, that's the only thing that kinda comes to mind. Was Beetlejuice saying something about mothers? No, he was just praising the witch. I don't even remember which witch he praised. Was it Stella or the slothful witch? Maybe he even wasn't praising anyone. Jesus, I'm confused. A human. Poor girl, it's so painful to watch her. And Subaru saw that she suffers and just wanted to come and, I suppose, hug her or something, like what he knows when and how to do, but wanted to comfort her. Like, poor girl, like a little puppy, in the middle of a road. Don't touch me. I don't even know you, I suppose. Oh, man. Look at her crying again. She smashed him. Was it in the book, though? Smashing the boy in the head? I'm so curious about them fucking books. Because again, remembering the moment when Beetlejuice was standing near the fucking. What was there? Some tomb again. And said that it was actually nothing about you. It's not written in the book. But how the hell it's not written in the book if that's happened in the end? So the book kinda knows what's gonna happen, but stuff happens that's not written in the book. What the fuck? What's wrong then? Either it's like a plot hole or I just don't know how the shit works. It kind of contradicts itself, or I just miss stuff. That's also very much possible. I just try to understand how the fucking thing works in the world where like a certain character dies and rewrites history, literally. How those all-knowing books that tell you what to do at the exact moment work. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Maybe there's something that influences them, and kind of explains this behavior. I mean, fuck the book. Personal drama of Beatrice is even more interesting. I mean, it's more, it's stronger, but the curiosity about them books, yes, that's also bothers me. But what's up with Beatrice, though? Why was she so emotional? I cannot understand it. Let's not spend all the time in the world here, but that's sad. And yeah, the lady enters the building with her glorious shiny boobs. And what's she tried? He really cares about you. Yeah, she tried to go and kill Beatrice first because that's kind of what was supposed to happen. And by the fucking way, Elsa also known about who's gonna be there, who should die, and who's gonna come next. So that means she also has an access to gospel or something. Because I was asking previously in the previous discussion, how the hell can this be that someone knows what's gonna happen in the future and plan this all accordingly? Like Roswell as well. Roswell also has a gospel then. Because he plans stuff. Like, now I'm not gonna be doing anything. Now I will do something. And those books seems like they're not very unusual. At least we now know about 2 of them already. And I'm sure there's more. So probably Elsa either have the same book, either have someone who commands her and have the same book. And probably maybe even Roswell have the same book. And maybe it's even the same person, but it's kind of quite a few things say against that. That might explain why people know weird stuff like Ram appearing there and Petra appearing there, because it's all written in a goddamn book. But then again, sometimes it's written, sometimes it's not. I'm. Oh. It makes my brain hurt. But anyways, so he tried to stop Elsa, who's willing to kill Betty first, as she kind of was supposed to do, and she's like, "Ooh, Ara," and says like, "Oh, such a protective boy," and kills Subaru. And Beatrice just sees this. And again, she did not try to protect Subaru, protect herself. Means she probably actually does what the book say. And seems like the book is confused. Maybe because of the fact Subaru came early to the place. He kind of messed up the book. As I've said, maybe the book actually has stuff that actually will and have to happen. Like Subaru's successful attempts are written in there. And if he's successful, then the book is matching the events. That may explain why there's nothing here now. Because Subaru wasn't supposed to be here, he's failing already now. If he's gonna come next time and a more appropriate time, then Betty will be able to help him or even protect others. Because we don't actually know the first time when he came to the mansion and ran towards Rem and being killed by Elsa, we don't actually know if she killed everyone. We haven't seen a single body. Maybe in this case they were protected by Beatrice. Or... this is all interesting for sure, but I don't have a certain answer. But I feel that we're kind of somewhere maybe near what actually is. because some parts of that make sense. Kind of. But so yeah, because she didn't protect the boy. She didn't protect herself. So he gets back again, and this time seems like he's not comforting Emilia as strong as he did previously, because the first time it was not enough, so she was lying in the bed the whole night. The second time it was too much, so she ended up coming to the meeting room. And this time he kind of went with the middle force of helping the girl. And she kind of woke up earlier, but still didn't attend the meeting. And yeah, stuff changes constantly. So yeah, they spoke again, and I noticed that. Fuck, I forgot her name again. Rinuru. Right? Oh, screw it. She was sketchy, and yeah, they are pretty sketchy. So Eurus and all that, super pumped Subaru, Otto being concerned, and Otto's getting more and more time and more getting greater. He's a good boy. He's a good friend. And I remember how he ruled the episode, what was it, like 24 or something, when they were running on the carriage, or 25 maybe, it was in the last episode, and like running in the carriage like like that. So the Mr. Beastie Boy comes in, says like, I'm gonna show you some yada yada. Ryuzu, her name. Shit, Ryuzu. I have to somehow remember it. Ryuzu. It's a simple name. Yongar is my attendant. Yeah, I can't even forget what exact. Yeah. The main important thing that she told him is that actually that sanctuary only holds people, half people, mixed blood people, that are 50-50 blood, mixed blood. Like if your mommy is a doggy and your puppy is a man, and your daddy is a man, is a human, means you're gonna be born a doggy human with 50-50 blood in you, and you will not be able to go away. But if you are a doggy human and you kinda mate with the kitty human, you're gonna be like half human, half kitty, and half doggy, and not you, but your kid, and so he's gonna be able to get out. Why the hell? How the physics work in this one, I don't know, and why exactly is that so important? Again, let's remember the obvious connection. The witch, the envious witch, Satella, is exactly a 50-50 elf plus human. So some protection mechanism, maybe, probably, for the witch. Even though I'm not sure, I mean, it's probably Echidna's tomb, but that's some sort of connection that can somewhat explain. So, you know, we know exactly like DNA that shouldn't go out of the place, so that's why it's blocked. But other than that, they're free to go. And now we know that. But I'm telling you, man, just live there for some generations, and pretty soon you'll be able to, almost all of you, get out. What's up? What's up, Kitty? Are you half human? Or half kitty? Or you're like... Poor kitty. Yeah, poor guy is walking like very bad with his weak legs. And at this moment, he mentions the fact that he was able to get through the trial, and their reaction is very surprised and shocked, I'd say. What's up, kitty? Well, and let's all goes to shit, actually. Very soon. And Garfield said that he's from another daddy than Frederica. And yeah, so that's how she was able to escape. I wonder why wasn't I asking the question earlier about her, since she kind of was here and was able to escape. How the hell? And here's your answer. Because her daddy was already a half-beast, I suppose. Right? Her mommy... Who the... Anyways. Someone was already with mixed blood. She hasn't been back here in over 10 years. Where's your family? Is it here or is like outside? So they told him everything about this. He said that I'm gonna go there to the trial. I'm gonna go to Roswell, gonna speak with everyone. I have so many plans. Yeah. Have to do this all. And they're like, nope. We're taking you to the prison. And they took him to the prison, surprisingly. Where Garfield kinda explains that, you know what, your miasma, and by the way, the whole miasma thing is, yeah, remembering the Europe, Middle Age, should I call it Middle Age? No, not Middle Age, like 1300s and so on, when there was plague going on. They were actually believing in miasma theory, that illnesses go through smell, actually. So it's like, if it smells bad, then yeah, it's like, yeah, that's why the plague doctors were wearing those masks that was like bird mask filled with all sorts of smelly shit, and so they're like protected from my miasma. But yeah, turns out it was not very successful, and it took them quite a lot of time up to Victorian era, I think, at least in England, when they realized that when the sewer system was leaking in the Thames River, and the river was very polluted with like literally shit, and but people drank from that place because the only source is a river. Like, yeah, you drink from it, so they were like shitting there and drinking it, and of course it was like full of bacteria and a lot of bad things. And at some point, some scientist, I forgot his name, kind of explained that, you know, guys, you can like close your nose as much as you can, but not smelling this shit not gonna help you from actually, you know, drinking it in there. So he kind of explained that the whole miasma theory is wrong, and you have to look in other sources. And after that, yeah, people realized that, yeah, smell is smell, but that's not what's killing you. And yeah, but yeah, so Garfield feels the smell, kind of, even though he called this miasma, but that's the same thing. That's what reeks witch scent, and I kind of forgot that. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot that. So some creatures in this world, they are sensitive to that. At least Ram does do. She is, sensitive. Um, and it seems like Garfield as well. And of course, that's not a good sign for them. You can smell the funny thing to call it. Yeah. The witch's sin. What are you planning? Basically, Ram's situation. That's what I also wanted to say. This scene kind of reminded me of Ram's situation from episode 6 or 7 or 5 of the first season, when Ram was getting crazy because she smelled the cult. But she had her personal reasons. She hated the cult because you know what, we saw the flashback in episode 11. But Garfield seems like maybe he also have some reason to hate the witch. I don't want to kill you, yeah. Like the fall of the Tesla Fortress. What's with the Tesla Fortress? The hell is the Tesla Fortress? So long story short, yeah, Subaru is left in there for 3 goddamn days. And Otto, being smart, realizes that something's not clear here. And even though Garfield tried to bribe him, to bribe, right? I mean, to give him money so he will not speak. But Otto was a good friend, and that's nice of him. While Subaru was there, he was remembering Beatrice. He was feeding up by... shit, I forgot her name again. Are you Nini? Where's your name again? Are you... something Ryu? Ryuzu. So Ryuzu fed him. And then Mr. Friend of Friend appears. And I was kind of skeptical, because seems like he was beaten up, so maybe like he was forced to act something, and lead Subaru to some trap or something, because you cannot trust anyone in this damn world. But no, that was because he was running away for 3 days from the Beastie Boy. And I don't know how the hell he was able to find the entrance to the place while the cell door is like literally closed. How the hell he was able to find the place, to sneak in the place, and be successful with this all. I don't know. I still have some little doubts about this all, because it seems like super successful. Too successful to be true. But who knows? Maybe in the end he's gonna no. I used you, and now you're gonna die. But no, I don't think so. I feel like Otto is honest, because all of his emotions and blushing and all that, I don't think he's gonna turn a bad one in the end. I trust him, but never be sure. Never can be sure. So Subaru was like, yeah, so what was the reason again? What was the reason? He was searching for some reason, but now it's like just friendship, just honest friendship. Subaru was shocked for some time, took the information, heard this all, and started laughing. And that was really good voice acting, actually. Because the poor voice actor of Subaru was constantly crying and screaming in pain and suffering. But now he finally had time to laugh, and he did it really well. How could I not laugh? Yeah. So even Subaru in the end basically confirmed that, yeah, we're friends now. You're a real friend, and that's nice. And they escaped. Found sarcastic, always beautiful and cute Ram. And what's now? And the Beastie Boy ended up very angry and slapped his arm, so it kind of swell. May become bigger. And I suppose we're gonna encounter a based form of his in the next episode. But as far as I remember, Frederica, she's saying, she kind of mentioned that she's the cooler one. So I mean, her beast is strong, no joke. But Elsa just killed her, no problem. At least that's what was implied. And that's the episode. As I've said, it was curious, it was filled, but to me it felt like it did not give information to make some serious assumptions. It just gave information to just see with like complete shock, or you're not able to understand it. At least, even though I tried, I just got some ideas and that's it. Nothing concrete. Shit, Attack on Titan was such a simple anime compared to this one. But I mean, it's good. It's good when it gives you enough so you can know what's up. Here, it either doesn't give, or I don't see it, which is also pretty. That can happen. No problem. And that's the episode. I'm sorry if the reaction or the discussion were bad. For me, kind of felt like it. They were not good, but well, that's the reaction. I just have one take to record this all, so this take ended up this way. And if you watched it and enjoyed it in some way, thank you very much for watching and for the support, for the comments, for the likes. It always feels great when there are people watching stuff with me. So thank you guys. See you next time. And I hope we're gonna have more answers than questions next time. Bye bye.